You're okay even with me here. The shift between soft covers continued. The rumbling that had been heard in the attic coming from the teepee settled in the ground ceased. The red echidna and oldest of his newfound tribe opened his eyes at the notice of disturbed sounds. As slowly as the strong warrior could, he perked his head from the entrance of his resting place. He directed his attention to the race car bed where the middle one of the siblings couldn't stop groaning and whimpering. What had spooked the noble hedgehog's sleep? Once the echidna stood by the side of the bed, he noticed the sweeting and horror in his brother's face features. Knuckles watched, confused at how to approach this situation. His instinct was to protect the member of his family, but there was no visible treat he could punch. The echidna gazed at the orange fox sleeping peacefully in the hammock in the roof. He wondered if the youngest would have idea of what to do, but he preferred to not wake him up. When a specific loud cry came out of the blue hedgehog, Knuckles finally closed the gap between him and the bed and gently, at least for himself, he pushed the indigo arm.
Wake up! You are having a bad dream. Do not let it fool your mind.
The guardian spoke in a whisper. Emerald eyes shot open, disoriented and terrified. The red echidna tried to comfort the other through touch, but he immediately regretted it when Sonic flinched and shook as a delicate leaf, pushing himself as far as he could from Knuckles.
No.
The breathing of the other was frantic and sounded like a crazy old man afraid of the dark.
Don't fear, Sonic. It's just me. I'm no threat.
Knuckles said, trying to calm the other down. But the more purple orbs looked at Sonic, the more he realized how lost the other seemed. The blue hedgehog did not look at him. His vision drifted to many different places in the attic they called room, as if searching for danger. The oldest of their clan knew then. His younger brother was having a panic attack. Reliving old hunting memories, the cause of it all were Knuckles' kind. Every time a big gloved hand tried to reach a peach morsel, the other aggressively hid from the echidna's touch.
Sonic, look at me. It's Knuckles.
Said warrior was beyond panicked as well. Sonic would recognize him as the danger, of course. Given his face, his own blood, he was the red monster in the smallest one's terrors. He wondered if he should call their mother and father. Perhaps they'll do better. Then he heard the sniffles. Knuckles turned to witness the big flow of tears leaving tightly closed blue eyes. And Knuck's breath caught on his throat.
No, Claw. Please, no.
The warrior gulped.
Sonic, look at me. I need you to look at me.
The echidna said softly. Said Hedgehog continued to cling to the covers, drifting his eyes to Knuckles' features. The green eyes finally focused in his oldest brother's face with timid gaze, as if the echidna were to attack at any minute.
Look at my eyes. I'm Knuckles, no one else. I'm not going to hurt you.
To show it, he lifted his hands in an offensive position. He grimaced when at the motion Sonic flinched. Sonic's grip to reality was incredibly fragile. Knuckles had to act carefully.
Knuckles.
The now less trembling hedgehog stuttered. The older nodded with relief.
It's me, Knuckles. We are the antic. You were safe.
The red echidna continued to say calming tones to the other, who slowly started to drift off to the world of night dreams. Before Emerald eyes closed once more, he cuddled next to the protective gaze of his brother. Knuckles didn't find it in him to leave the other alone. The hedgehog and himself had been alone for way too long.